Alrighty. Let me see if we live. What's good, OTB, man? We about to talk about this crazy situation with Pap and Austin. Trying to go live more often. I don't know how to work. My Streamlabs crashed. So we on OBS trying to get it cracking. Oh, yeah, we live. All right, let's see. Let's turn the volume down. Man, what's good, y'all? I know y'all been watching what's going on with Austin and his wifey Kathy, Papoose, Clarissa Shields, and Remy Ma. Remy Ma seemed bitter, and Pap just dropped the other day. Pap just dropped some receipts showing us Easy to Block Captain blackmailing Remy for the yams. A married woman, bro. Like I think she messed with bro. She made a mistake, and he started blackmailing her. Like you ain't gonna say or do nothing until I say it's green. Other than that, we gonna keep messing around. So Remy Ma is stuck in a loop, and it's just like, and Pap tried to tell her, he like, listen, you my wife, I love you no matter what. If it was a mistake, I forgive you. But if this is your choice to stay with bro, then it is what it is. Like what you want to do, and he trying to figure out what his wife want to do. Did she make a mistake? Does she want to work it out? I'm talking about superhero type stuff. You feel me? Like really man of God type stuff, keeping his marriage, not destroying his family type stuff. And what did Remy continue to do? She continued to sneak around. She continued to lie, and she didn't keep it a bean. And eventually, it came out. He said she been messing around since 2022. Now you got Austin, the Ace family. On the other hand, I'm watching this stuff. Like I don't know if like my algorithm is to the Ace family and all that, but shoot, my wife was telling me about it, and I tapped in, and pretty much Kathy, you know what I'm saying? Same situation. She went with one of the little homeless dudes from Brazil who like to do drugs. Then he made her a brackhead. Then he gassed her up so crazy. She started bringing the illegal drugs. She started smuggling to the U.S. and she started hosting little ceremonies at her crib where they kids sleep. It made Austin cry, bro. I'm like, what? And I'm watching everything with the Ace family. I'm like, man, it kind of seems scripted. Like I kind of in that situation, I kind of feel like we all being played. They all getting the chili, but who knows? All I know is just man, nice guys finish last is a real thing. And if you a nice dude, you like to take care of your woman, you like to cater to your woman, you like to hold her up high. It's a certain way you gotta move. You gotta do it for the right busy. If you're not doing it for the right busy, bro, it's over with. And there's multiple. If there's too many yellow flags, it's a red. Don't wait till there's red flags. You start seeing one yellow, two yellow, by the third yellow, that's a red. I don't care how small the situation is, like, oh, whatever. I ain't tripping about that. No, if it's too many yellows, it's a red flag. And Austin, his busy went up to him. She was like, man, I ain't trying to have sex. His wife, she said, I ain't trying to have sex for a year. I'm on my spiritual journey. I'm trying to, abstain myself from sex. Woo whoop to her own husband. So she like, you do your own thing. That's bait. She said, you go in the streets, you be promiscuous, even though you married, you a man of God. She told him, you do your own thing because I know you got needs because I'm on my own thing. So he supported her being a brackhead. And she told him, I need you to do your own thing. Pretty much get your rocks off. Just don't embarrass the family. So he didn't see that as a red flag. He just saw it as a yellow, like, okay, let me support my wife because I'm a good dude. Whoop whoop. And my wife going on a spiritual journey. That's good for us. That's good for the whole team. No, homie. If your girl, she's saying she don't have sex with you no more, the relationship is over. That's your wife. It's her obligation to fulfill your needs, and you got to fulfill her needs. You can't support her and she can't support you, and she go tell you go be a part of the streets, you go be promiscuous, you go mess up your blessings while you support hers. Nah, it don't work that way. Same thing with Papoose. Like I don't know, man. I don't know if you know you yeah, like do you work out the relationship? Do you throw it all away? Who knows? You know, some dudes, the smallest little when a red flag happens, some dudes crash out on everybody. But it's like when you a nice guy, you trying not to be that alpha. You try not to be, a toxic nigga out here in these streets, really, really turn away from your past and how you were. You try to take a different approach with wifey. Like, okay, I'm not gonna react the same way I reacted with the exes. Wooty whoop this, wooty whoop that. I'm gonna do better. And by you doing better to the wrong person, they just gonna play you. You feel me? And you know how the game work. You know how you could get over on a female or anybody, but that doesn't seem to matter if you are righteous to the wrong person or to the wrong people. If this person is not on your person, you feel me? So it's just like in a Papoose situation, it's like, man, Remy got him, you know what I'm saying? Remy looking bitter. She got him looking bad. But at the same time, is Pap looking bad? Like for how she doing him, you gotta look at him and be like, hey yo, brother. Like you can't like he defended himself in public and it's like it's cool and all because he needs to defend himself in public so she don't just drag him. But it's just like, man, y'all got kids. I'm looking at Austin. He going back and forth with Kathy. Like he said, they had a good friendship after the divorce. But then she dropped a book on him and made him look like he's the villain. And now he in public defending himself, and now they dragging each other on the internet. What about the youth? What about the kids? Nobody care about the kids in these situations where people is fighting. That's the unfortunate part. That's the ugly part about all of this. So hopefully my screen is working correctly. We about to get into this Papoose situation. Then when we get to the Papoose, we're gonna see what Austin Ace is talking about, man. So let's go. Let's see if it's working. I'm gonna have to delete it.
She would have been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still kind of be cool with the nigga to make sure he don't go all the way bad, and I'm not getting dragged on both sides by Team Papoose and Team Fuck this nigga. You didn't give a fuck.
Audio of her. Oh, check this out.
All right.
I want y'all to listen to this. Can y'all hear me?
All right, so this is the blackmail audio of Easy the Block Captain blackmailing Remy Ma for the yams and destroy her marriage. And you know what? And if that's what I'm saying, like, look at her. She messing with this lane. He blackmailing her to destroy her family, to take her away from her family, her husband. And he don't even really care about her like that. He just came to destroy everything. A nigga that has nothing to offer. He has nothing to bring to the table. He can't take her from her husband and do better for her. He just wanted to capture Pap and destroy their life. You know what I'm saying? So let's see how treacherous the world is, and let's see how he was doing Remy since 2022. I think that's what Pap claiming.
Should I play the lame first? Should I play the lame saying that he the knockout victim, saying that he's blackmailing her? Let me play her admitting it. But she's angry at me because I knocked him out, y'all. Glass Joe, y'all. We call him Glass Joe. Check it out. But listen to her. I want y'all to bear witness to this because out of the whole situation, this was one of the parts that really bothered me. So that's why I reached out to certain fake friends who I thought would be real, like they say they are, and step up. I try to bring it to their attention. Yo, I think she being blackmailed. Do me a favor. Just reach out to her. Don't tell her you spoke to me. I just want to know she's okay. She hasn't seen the baby in days. So I said, damn. See if y'all can reach out. And I don't want to involve nobody in this because this don't got nothing to do with them and they don't owe me nothing. But when you say you family, you got to live. That's an action. You know what I'm saying? You got to live up to that. But that's neither here nor there. So we played the audio of him admitting that he's blackmailing her. Now I'm going to play the audio. Listen to what she said. And I want y'all to know that this is my ex-wife. We're not married anymore. But at the time, as a married man, I wanted to protect her from being blackmailed. So I told her, if this is going on, let me know. Whatever he's blackmailing you, I'll handle that. And we'll get past it as a family. But she lies so much, you don't know what to believe. So I'm like, damn, is she blackmailing? Is he blackmailing her or not? But I want y'all to hear this. Listen to this.
She would have been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still kind of be cool with the nigga to make sure he don't go all like that, and I'm not getting dragged on both sides by Team Papoose and Team Fuck This Nigga.
Team Fuck This Nigga. That's your name, babe, bro. Your name is Team Fuck This Nigga. Hold on. Let's play this again.
See, ugly work. Look at her. She bitter. She mad. What J. Cole say? Good news is you came a long way. Bad news is, baby girl, you went the wrong way. And this is gonna be the same result with Kathy. Guess what? The little Brazilian dude Kathy with. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me hold on. Let's see. Let's see. This little dude right here. Let me see. Let's see. Hold on. We gonna show a picture of bro, but it's gonna be the same situation with Kathy. This let me tell you what his wife did, bro. She admitted, and I ain't about to pull up the clip, but pretty much she admitted to Austin that she had did ayahuasca within 2 years. Within 2 years, she did ayahuasca 15 times. I don't even know. The last video I was watching, they were saying that where she was going on the ayahuasca spiritual journey. She had did it 15 times in 2 years. Now, anybody who know about, if you tapped in with the tap in, you know you was not supposed to be doing an enlightening substance 15 times. It ain't working for you, baby girl. Use a brackhead. And you gonna find a pretty much a Brazilian dude who got nothing to offer. I think he speak Portuguese. He ain't got no bread. He don't come from no family this, no family that. Austin, he is, you'll think he the prize. Most dudes, we on the internet, we trying to get on his level. So we could provide for our family, our girl, all for them to leave us for the dude with the skateboard who got all the time in the world, or to leave us for the dude who nigga ain't got no job, you know what I'm saying? Hooked on lean. Oh, he got all the time in the world, in and out of jail, while we busting our butts for our BZ, our kids. Made a commitment with God. And here come the nigga. Here come the nigga with the little Chevy Impala. You feel me? Like, here come the nigga who, you know what I'm saying? All on the beach. Take our BZ, nothing to offer. But the way when she look at us, she like, nigga, I need this, I need that. You need to do this, you need to do that. And here, Kathy, she link up with this. It's a control thing, but he got her mind going crazy. You did ayahuasca 15 times in 2 years. Now, Austin, that's the yellow flag, bro. If you know about what that is, she didn't do that 15 times in 2 years, bro. Ain't no way. Successfully 15 times? No, bro. She was getting her. She was putting points on the scoreboard. Yeah, plan Bs everywhere. Yeah, just like the one dude on TikTok, the firefighter. I ain't even gonna talk about that, bro. He found his wife. He threw up his birthday party. He exposed his wife in front of everybody. Plan Bs everywhere. Yo, girl, 15 times. Then she started hosting the retreats and smuggling the substance to her crib where y'all kids sleep. That's the yellow flags I'm talking about. If it's too many yellows, it's a red. This is why nice guys finish last, because nice dudes don't have. We don't change gears. When it's too many yellows, we stay yellow. We stay mellow. We driving the speed limit. Nah, homie. If you're a nice dude and you doing the right thing, Don't ever question yourself. You let your girl say, hey man, you go cheat on me, just don't make our family look bad, and you took the bait. Now you look like the bad guy because you stepped outside your relationship, you messed up your vows. Because somebody do you wrong in your marriage don't mean you do them wrong. You gotta have integrity within yourself and the promise you kept. You gotta keep up your promise, your end of the bargain. Cause you make a promise with that person and God. So don't ever let your wife. Not saying that because if she said it was cool, that's your wife. If that's how y'all rocking on, you know what I'm saying, that Diddy party type stuff. But she wasn't really for it. If my wife is like, hey, I'm not trying to have no sex for a year, I'm on a spiritual journey, I keep going out the country, oh, you could do what you want, you should be like, hold on, nah, baby. I ain't about to do what I want to do. And you ain't about to do what you want to do either. That's the part where the nice where the nice dude, you gotta change gears and put your foot down. We don't be want to do that because we support our women. We want them to be free, and we support their growth, their maturation to being, just radiant real woman. But you gotta, bro, you gotta know when your girl is getting she getting crammed, bro. She not out there, she not taking these trips, she not hosting stuff at the house with y'all kids. If she not getting crammed by the Brazilian with nothing to offer. Let's go ahead and see Austin, man. She made bro cry, and I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm not watching this stuff no more because it's like it's too diabolical out here, man. You gotta read the signs, man. How your girl is, how she carry herself, how she dressed in. When you have a conversation with your girl, you ask her questions that reveal what's going on in her heart, her mind, and her spirit. If you're not talking to her on those levels, you never gonna know what's going on in the inside. And if everything's superficial, y'all working, y'all making money, and you never really tap in with her and see what's going on in her mental, then the nigga around the corner with the skateboard gonna be cramming your girl while you out in the streets risking your life, putting it down for your family. You living for your last name, bro. Y'all got a whole community behind y'all, and you let this girl Kathy just spin you. I don't think we getting the full story, but she spun, bro, and it's sad because it makes it seem like nice guys do finish last, man. So let's go ahead and get into let's see what Austin Ace man got to talk about though. One time for the one time.
Doing right at all. But did I have a reason for why I was doing what I was doing? 100%. If I could go back in time and change how I handled things, I would try harder to help her through the situation that she was going through. And that's what I thought her spiritual journey was doing. When she first came to me and told me that she wanted to do ayahuasca, for those of you who don't know what ayahuasca is, you can look it up for yourself. The research I've done and the friends that told me about it have said it is a legal substance that can cause someone to hallucinate and have you believe something that is not true. Look it up for yourself. And so when she first came to me and talked to me about how she wanted to do ayahuasca, in my head, I was 100% against it. Something that I do not believe in. I believe in God. But because I'm such a supporting husband, I wanted to support her as much as I could. And so I let her seek that journey, and that's what she did. Through her ayahuasca journey, she was telling me how one moment she felt like she's a psychic. The next moment she felt like she was a healer. The next moment she turned me into a mermaid. I was being as supportive as I could. She even went as far as telling me that she was the reincarnated Virgin Mary.
See, let's go. Let's go ahead and stop right there. Hey, homie, when you doing your job, you providing, you bringing chili back home to the family, you loving your kids, and your woman just keep moving the goalposts and just adding more and more and more requirements, nigga. That's the yellows that equal a red. You don't need a red flag. She don't need to blatantly be holding the dude hand or you catch her messing with a dude. No. These are the small little signs, the yellows that equal the red. That's what it is, bro. Hey, do this, do that. Humiliate yourself for the chili. Show my dude out here in Brazil, you goofy. You tried your best, homie, man. Hey, I take my hat off to you, man. But for the people who don't get it or who all in on a relationship, you're not playing no games. Too many yellows equal a red. Just remember that. Nice guys finish last because they ignore the red signs. They got to see they woman crash out or just break a vow. No, 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 no. When y'all vows is bending a little too much, hey, put your foot down. Hey, hold on. What's going on? Hey, what you doing? Hey, hold on. Hey, what's up with you? It's crash out time. Yeah, for extra Aaron the plumber type business. Now look at these females, they don't respect the nice guy because you stay in that archetype too long or too much. Even if she seen you on go and crash something, your female, the not even your female or your wife, it's just the feminine. The feminine is gonna stay testing you nonstop. Even if they love you, they still gonna stay testing you. And if you don't know how to deal and maneuver and deal with them tests, swiftly, like a P, respect the ism. Even if you a square, respect the ism. Because there's things in there and there's principles that's gonna protect you from situations like this. I'm not advocating for it. But if you keep it player, in those situations, she's trying to test you. If you deal with them quick and swiftly, 2 yellows, it's gonna go back green. Y'all good. But if you let too many yellows stack up, eventually it's gonna equal a red. But as a man, shout out to Bill. As a man, too many yellows equal a red. That means it shouldn't get to red. When too many yellows are stacking up, boom, we stop. Hey, time out. Time out, baby girl. You doing what? You on your spiritual journey? What? Man, let's go, man. Austin. What's good, bro?
Let me guess. You're thinking about going to therapy. And as a therapist myself, of course I'm going to say that's a great idea. But first,
Hey, man, they put that ad because they think I need help. Ah. Shout out to BetterHelp, man. Y'all sponsor me.
And that she no longer wanted to have sex with me, and she didn't want to use her body in that way. You guys put yourself in my shoes, and if your significant other told you that they were the Virgin Mary and no longer wanted to have sex with you, what would you do?
Okay, he asking a question. What would you do if your wifey don't want to have sex with you and she the Virgin Mary reincarnate? All right, bro. As a man of God, bro, and even if you're not a man of God, look at pick your woman mind. She talking about she Virgin Mary. Cool. Bingo. That's one. She don't want to have sex. That's 2. Look at what she's saying. Now you go refer to your Bible. Go to your word, go to scripture. Even if you don't believe in it, this the narrative she on. Whoever she listening to, that's the gas. That's how she being beguiled. Her gas, whoever gassing her is talking about the Bible. So you go learn the Bible. You go learn scripture, bro. You got chili. You could chat GPT, whatever. Oh, Virgin Mary, who is she? Do all your Googles. Virgin Mary wasn't. That's all I'm saying. If that's her narrative, there's 2 Virgin Marys, bro. There's a Virgin Mary who was really outside, city girls. Then you got another Virgin Mary is like, you know what I'm saying, the one that was just the wholesome woman. Da 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 da. But if you refer to your word and you know who Mary is, you already know what your wife talking about off the rip. My wife talking about Virgin Mary this, Virgin Mary that. It's Ike and Tina. That's because I know my word. I know references. And I know the yellow flags, bro. This is your job as a man with a family and kids and a whole bunch of supporters for you to be on your A game. You can't get no buns for a year. You should already know somebody cramming your girl, bro. Plan B, off the dribble. That's on you, bro. She's not the bad guy when you blatantly miss the signs. And she like, hey, yeah, you go ahead and get you go get your numbers up on the score, but I ain't even tripping. I'm all spiritual. Bro, that's the new age spirituality. That's how these girls, you know, They going to church. They wearing crystals to cleanse themselves of that phase they had, to wash off the dirt that they committed amongst themselves or somebody committed amongst them. But it still don't wash it away. It still ain't gone unless I know about it. Any man who wanna marry a woman, he needs to know her history. Those who don't know their history is doomed to repeat it. If you don't want to repeat the mistakes of our forefathers, the people who came before us, bro, you gotta know. That's if you taking her serious. And to the females, if you watching, you know a man gonna marry you if he want to know your past. That means he taking you serious. But if a man don't care about your past, let the past be the past. Guess what? He ain't gonna put a ring on it. And even if he do, it ain't long term. He just using you for some superficial reason. She told her husband, "You don't. I don't want to do that no more to my body. I'm Virgin Mary." When? Before or after 3 kids? Before or after we got married? That narrative is over, but because he a nice guy, he supported that. That's what he's supposed to do. But at the same time, I'm like, nah, I'm not about to step outside our marriage because you may be doing wrong because I'm sniffing out that you full of it. Nah, I'm going to stay being me and I'm going to wait it out. I'm going to wait it out and let you do treachery. I'm going to let you bring destruction to the family amongst God because that's your fate. But let's go ahead and see how she weaseled him into breaking his vows. They made him look like the bad guy.
So as she was getting more connected to the spiritual side, we started growing further apart. And it was really sad because our conversations were only about spirituality and couldn't relate. And it got so bad to the point where she was doing it once a month. She became addicted. Usually people do it once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times in their entire life. But she was doing it once a month. And this is where, during this process and her going out, traveling and going on retreats, she found somebody. And I came across their messages and I didn't know what to make of it. I couldn't comprehend it. I couldn't understand it. But she told me that they were friends that met through their spiritual journey on one of these retreats. Just friends. Here are the messages that I came across that I didn't know what to think of it. And that's why I took her word and believed her, because I had no idea what the fuck this meant.
Let's pause it right here. They sending these messages, these ceremonial, cryptic, hallucinogenic messages. Man, they could be talking about anything. Look at these are hands touching through portals. Check out this one. This is a wolf in the sky. The wolf. What does mysticism and Christianity and all the isms talk about wolves, homie? Huh? Look at this right here. What this look like? This little Megatron cute. It's like an orgasm. He like, you remember that cram session where I took you to another dimension, baby? That's what he like. What? See that Austin not tapped in. He moving too fast. He too superficial. Getting his chili feeding the NPCs that he not able to plug out the matrix. That's why his girl was messing with somebody outside of the matrix. He was the little dude she messing with, nothing to offer, but he tapped in. He could touch her soul. Look at that. They sending pictures. They communicating with pictures. Austin, he has no clue. I'm looking at this like, hold on, baby. What's up with these? Is that a galaxy? Where hints? He made you come, huh? You came hard? That's the first thing I'm asking. And it's all Ike and Tina. And if she described this last one right here, if she violate me with this one, like, baby, I'm like, what this mean? And she play with me because I know what this mean. Because when you have a real one, What's this? He eating that? I don't know.
What does that mean?
Crazy work, man. Look at this. Praise. Look at. So he the wolf in the sky. That's her praising the wolf in the sky, messing up her whole program, her whole family. She goofy too. She tired of being in the matrix with this nigga Austin. The other dude unplugged her. He showed her Zion. She unplugged out the matrix. Now she in love. She a brackhead, but she don't know. He took her out the matrix just for his benefit. He don't love her. Just like Easy, it's all blackmail. These people come to steal, kill, and destroy. What's good? What's righteous, man? And a righteous man, he love his wife no matter what. He love his kids. In these days, that's the best you gonna get out of a man. And look what's going on. Look at these messages, bro. If you can't put two and two together, man, call me. Homie, you could tell me your dreams and I can let you know what's going on around the block. It's OTB, man. When you really outside and you live in these streets, it's like Meek Mill trying to prove he not pause. All his tweets that came out, bro, it shows you more pause than you just being quiet. But when you front the block, you front the streets, bro, you become sidekick, homie. The streets is sidekick. And type of niggas, me and my niggas, we outside the block. We think outside the box, homie. My mama been left the hood. Off the 9 to 5. We been tapped in. Nobody in your circle could tell you what these mean. He cramming your chick, homie. Cramming your wife. And she's having the best spiritual intergalactic orgasms ever. Austin, this is the biggest L, man. Shout out to Pap. He's still keeping it player. He bossed up. Look at you.
What type of language is that? No idea. But as time was going on, it started to show that this is somebody that she was connecting with. And unfortunately, when you guys found out, I found out way, way before then. And so we get a divorce and we go our separate ways. Her new partner moves in with her, and the spiritual journey gets worse. I know you guys know before, when she was doing ayahuasca, when I was living with her, she would do it away from me, away from the kids, and outside of the house, where she would go to a professional. I'm sure you heard of Linnell. She's taken pictures with her, she's praised her, and Linnell was once a family member of ours. And Linnell has been a professional in this field and has been studying this field for damn near 15, 20 years. And when Catherine got her own spot and she was living with her boyfriend, she decided to take Linnell's business away from her clientele, and decided to do the ayahuasca ceremonies and her hosting them at her house, in her home where my kids lay their head.
Golly. Shout out to you, Austin Ace, man. You ain't the ace no more, man. You not the one, you the two. At least, all right, y'all. You see how sad this is? The wife, he took the business from the lady, the host. She said, I'm doing this myself. My little Brazilian thing, he want to do this. She moved him in. What point in your mind as a man You let a stranger from a different country who they got different laws, they abide by different rules than us. What point in your mind did you say this was okay? Was it still not a red for you? Is your fame, the community you built, more important than you letting a stranger, a man you don't know, within a year move in the house with your kids and they having diddy parties over this drug while your kids is around, your kids is there, homie? You not crashing? I'm on the news. All OJ. Why we not protecting the kids, homie? Papoose said Remy Ma got to a point where Remy Ma stopped answering the phone. She wouldn't even answer the phone for her daughter. She wouldn't even answer the phone for him. She ran around with Easy everywhere, bro. You feel me? It got that bad. At least Papoose, when he saw Easy, he saw him cut booed up. They try to play it off. He walked up to him like, it's Captain America super socked him, slap him on the ground. All Z's. Ace, that's the difference. You kept it two player, bro. It's a point in time where you a nice guy because I know you ain't gonna do nothing. That's how your girl feel. I know you ain't gonna do nothing. I know you not. And look it, because Easy got knocked out, it put strain on they new relationship, bro. Everybody clowning Easy. He can't be happy with Rim when her husband knocked him out cold in front of her. They could never be happy after that. That's the energy you need to be on, bro. Now she just, y'all thought y'all was friends and she dropped a book on you. She moved the nigga in. She be telling you about him. You keep it player like, oh, I'll listen to him. This is my ex-wife. I'll listen to her because we friends like that. We could co-parent. You too worried about keeping your image good. There's just some point in life or two, life gonna present you with a situation that you can't win. The only way to win is just to go through it. You get what I'm saying? If what they say, if fear was an ocean, this is for the men or just anybody who stand up and know how this game works. If fear was an ocean, I'm diving in it. You don't understand that. If fear was an ocean, I'm diving in it. It's no question. It's the head up, bro. That's how we grow up. That's how we grow up. Hey, it is what it is, man. It was what it was. I guess I'll be back in another lifetime because it's over with. I don't care about none of that. It seems like you care about your status, your image. You trying to be the good guy. You trying to be the hero, man. The hero is really the villain. If you really, yeah, I ain't even gonna get into that. She take over the ceremonies. She move bro in with your kids. She say you can't get no yams for a year. She tell you could start cheating. Just don't disrespect the family and their name. She drop a book on you and you still keep it a play. You still being nice. You still haven't raised your voice, homie. This is why nice guys finish last, because females like that, even if they start off nice, you could be so nice you can make your female evil, homie. Because you so nice. She like, well, dang, he didn't see me do that. Well, let me try this. Let me press this button. Let me press this button. He's still not reacting. He told me don't press that big red button. Then one day she pressed the big red button. You just still like, oh, baby. Did you trip or something? Oh, my goodness. Like, let's talk about it. It ain't no talking, homie. It's all Charleston White, 4 extra. You see it? Bro, there's a time as a man. That's the difference between your situation and Pap's situation. Between him being nice and drawing a line and you being nice. I haven't seen nothing from the little thread from you coming to my algorithm. I haven't seen nothing for you to draw the line. That's why I think it's all a play. It's all a movie. And you got all the fans. Everybody played. Versus Pap and Rim, their situation is real. It's really cracking. But for you not to even, you still trying to protect this image or something, I don't know what you're doing, homie. But it's a bad look on a lot of people who want to reach your status, who want to reach your wealth, and want to have that type of image. It's a bad look. Hey, if any young, this ain't it. Let me tell y'all something. There's a point in life where life gonna present you with a situation, and you don't have to crash, But you're gonna have to go through the situation. There's no going around, there's no finesse and manipulate. You have to go straight through the situation, and whatever happens. That's the part about the game that ain't fair, but that's the way it gotta be, homie. Ain't nobody care about these kids out here. That's why we all messed up. You on the internet, y'all going back and forth. Your kids gonna grow up and watch this. They already been clowned in school. Everybody already making fun of him. Your daddy and mommy is cooked, homie. It's sad out here, bro. Nobody protecting the kids. Nobody is thinking about the youth and wonder why the world is. They call it, talking about these YNs, this YN that. Who created the YNs? Let's talk about it, huh? Jezebels, harlots. That's who created the YNs. Weak niggas. That's who created the YNs. Mama's boys, baby boy niggas. Niggas still leeching on to mama. Have nothing to offer a woman, and out here breeding. Sperm donors. That's why society is the way it is. And everybody will have the nerve to be talking about the devil, demons. I gotta go on this spiritual journey. No, nigga, look what's inside you. Everything you need to know is within you. But people want to go around the situation. Look at her. She got hooked on the urine and mean. Look, and now she getting crammed by the person who was at the ceremony. I thought, isn't the substance she was taking supposed to make her more spiritually mature to do the right thing? No. Because you're enlightening, you awakened, don't mean you're gonna do the right thing, guys. Y'all can see that. So if you got a woman, you got a wife, and she want to try certain things, man, hey, you love her and support her, but sometimes you gotta be like, hey, cut it out. Cut it out. Sit. Hey, go sit your like see your kid. Go sit down somewhere. You fed, right? That ring on your finger, fat, right? Icy. You good? Look at the car outside. It's fat, right? Hey, go sit down somewhere. Be quiet. That's all she really want in her core. Not saying you being toxic, you gotta put your hands on her, but just you gotta just get her we call put in check. Some females could take that the wrong way, but some females want to they want their man to put them in alignment. Now the dude she messing with, he got her aligned, but he took something great and connected it with something bad. So now she could never be. Yeah, she never gonna be optimal. She never gonna be all the way awakened because how it happened. But she probably better living, man. You go look at the pictures. Look how happy she is. Look how she leaning on dude. She head all on his. He's straight as an arrow. He not really. Shouts out to Pap. Shouts out to Austin, man. Just make sure when you on the block, you're not in the box. Make sure when you growing up out here in these streets and you survive this Hunger Games, homie. And when you make it out, you go back and buy the block. Then you start thinking outside the box. And eventually you can overstand just being on top of the box, bro. Being on top of the block, the cube, homie. Because this game, man, no matter how good you think you are, no matter what you doing, it's always the baby boy. If you think you a good nigga, you think you a good man, you think your woman won't do it to you, it's always the baby boy. So if you think you a good dude, the opposite of that archetype is the baby boy. That's your enemy. That's your Joker to the Batman. You better be Joker. Because the baby boy is coming. And guess what? He ain't got nothing on you. Never did, never will. But the baby boy, he gonna show your wife, the attention she thinks she won't. Unless you get her aligned. Yeah, the ring is, the wedding, the car, the house, the kid, everything good, but the baby boy is coming. That's my warning to you. The baby boy is coming. So if you don't get your woman aligned, when you see too many yellow flags, don't wait till it to get red. Too many yellows is a red. I'm talking to the man out there, especially the young man. Too many yellows is a red. When you see too many yellows, it's alignment time. If you don't get her aligned, there's going to be a red flag. You're going to lose everything. And even if she did you dirty, she going to take it all, homie. Now you're going to have to go on a spiritual journey all up in the primo niches of Brazil, taking substances to want to keep yourself alive, homie. That's the cards we dealt. Being a nice guy, I consider myself a nice guy, but I got LA in my blood in East Oakland. No matter how nice, no matter how whitewashed I want to talk and want to be, play with me if you want to, homie. Press the button. I got many buttons, many keys. Destruction. I ain't scared to go back to top ramen, homie. Cereals and Pop Tarts and be at Dollar Tree. I ain't scared of that. Play with me. That's what every nice guy have to have in him. It's either you a gardener in the war or you a warrior in the garden. And that's how I'm gonna end it, man. OTB, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and shout out to the nice guys being overly nice. You a nice guy to an extent. If you really love your woman, you love your kids. It's all about alignment. Alignment. Too many yellows, alignment. Just remember that. And thank me later. I ain't about to say, hey man, I'm dropping gems. Hit the super chat. Nah, it ain't none of that, man. This is free game. When you really care about the people, you helping the people, bro. I ain't asking for no chili. I'ma save you so much money. You gonna make so much money. Too many yellows is a red. Write it down. So you can avoid these situations. Cause no matter what you do, this is just life and the way the game works. Too many yellows is a red. If you don't get her aligned when she talking nonsensical, if you don't see those signs, there you go. Nice guys finish last. And you'll be looking like the victim on the internet because you are. Remember, homie, think about your kids, think about your family, think about your last name, think about your legacy. That's what OTB is about, man. On the block. You escaping the trap. You gonna escape the who clone Tyrone. They got us boxed up in a cube. When you escape that and start thinking and think outside of that and you overstand it, this is how you overstand it, bro. Revolution is getting your house in order. Revolution is taking care of your kids. That's OTB, homie. That's true revolution. Not being promiscuous, not having a whole bunch of baddies. You know what I'm saying? Not even fighting your girl. Like, no. Revolution is staying married as long as you can. Seeing when your woman is craving attention and catching it. Too many yellows is a red, man. OTB, we out here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and you share this with somebody who might be, you know what I'm saying, sympathetic towards a situation, a family, man. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all. If y'all stuck around to the end, and we out.